I wanted to come on here today and make a video about a petition on change.org currently that basically banning the endorsement of child sex abuse and grooming books, Spank the Monkey and series. I kind of wanted to talk in depth about that, and hopefully I have just kind of putting it more out there so that you guys can go and please sign this petition, because basically this book that it's mentioning is a book that has been encouraging child grooming and pedophilia acts. Basically, this book is written in a child-style storybook, but it has very adult content and insinuating pedophilia and what to do for child grooming, things like that. That's fucked. So I'm going to talk about it. Basically, the way that I found out about this petition was actually I'm following this really badass chick from the band Crystal Ignite. She's been doing music for a long time, and she's been very open about her experience, her childhood and growing up, and just her experiences all around, trauma, abuse, all of that. And I've also been through my fair share of that as well. I'm not really going to go into it, but I totally am in the same mind frame that she is regarding this book, because it's messed up. So I'm just going to go on Amazon and just kind of read you basically what they say about, because it is messed up. And also, what kind of title is Spank the Monkey? This first one is titled Spank the Monkey, Lends a Hand. And there are 5 books in season 1. 5. Their description on Amazon is inspired by several hundred true stories and counting. But Missy Tayanita says it all without saying much of anything. If you're not choking on laughter midway through the book, don't bother with books 4 and 5. Maybe this isn't for you. It's a fun and lighthearted story, and everybody can relate to or except you, of course. You have no idea what everyone is laughing about. Wink, wink. Spank the Monkey will not expose his thoughts that you fold and unfold and refold and over in your mind. He will only whisper a sweet song of deliverance. The other titles are Susie Likes to Look at Balls, Come Swing With Us, Spank the Monkey Lends a Hand, Brenda Beater Needs a Barber, Put Tony's Nuts in Your Mouth. Through the timeless power of double entendre, reach around books will have the reader in tears of laughter, while to any juvenile listener they are completely innocent. If you are offended by humor, don't buy our books. If your kid is offended by our books, that implies they understand terms only found in the Urban Dictionary. You failed as a parent long before reach around books came into your life. Okay. So here's the deal. First of all, if you have a book with adult content, why are you putting it in a child-style book? You have the risk of a parent or a child wanting this book, going through it, and it's literally plain to see this is not a child's book. What this book is about is obviously about masturbation, child grooming, and pedophilia. So, what was most disturbing was when you look at this book, there's a lot of people that are like, oh, this is so funny. Like, no, who, what, why? People in the general public, including mothers, this is all what I'm reading from now is the petition that I actually signed, because this is just a whole fucking mess. Basically, people in the general public, including mothers, are openly endorsing and laughing at the book series, which is designed to look exactly like children's books, and can and will be used by pedophiles to groom children and expose them to sexualization. Because here's the thing, you put it in a book, you're showing public that this is normalized, this is an okay thing, and it's not fucking okay. It's not okay. The book, Spank the Monkey, is also grooming adults into thinking this is humorous. It's not funny. As someone who has been through some pretty fucked up shit, if you think any abuse of any kind is funny, you're fucked in the head. Sorry to tell you, but you are. And on top of that, if you're a kid that has been through a lot and you come across this book, might put a screw loose, to be honest with you. Like, I can't tell you how many times that I've heard of people that have gone through some pretty messed up stuff, have issues, and they come across something small as this, and they literally become a pedophile, they go to jail, they end up murdering people, you name it. There's so many stories, so many real life events that have happened because of shit like this. And I feel like if we're gonna make our world a better place, this is something that we can do on our end to get it out of the public. Because whether you illustrated this to be funny, that's great. You don't do it in a format that's encouraging children, encouraging current, future pedophiles that this is okay, this is a normal thing. I mean, like, no, it's not normal. It's not normal. The protagonist is a small monkey the size of a child, which looks like a child going through different scenarios that emulate how children are lured into sexual abuse by sexual predators. Some of the comments on the mothers who went viral endorsement of these books include people saying, "I will read this to my child one day." What the fuck? And teach them while they are young. Okay. There's a difference between sex education and something like this. Two completely different things. Two different things. This is openly endorsing pedophile culture, desensitizing the general public to the normalization of child grooming and pedophilia. I demand that Cara Vaus, the mother that posted this, writes a public apology and acknowledgement and removes her post laughing and reading this child grooming tool. Again, I'm just reading the whole description of this petition. And she goes into, this is Crystal Ignite I was referring to. "I'm a sexual abuse survivor. I can tell you firsthand this is how pedophiles groom children. They get adults involved, manipulate them into laughing, and then show the children. They tell sexual jokes in front of children, other adults, to expose them to normalization of sexual encounters. They can use it as a tool and say, 'But look, everyone is laughing. There's nothing wrong with this.' Of course there's nothing wrong with it." Sarcasm. "This book is a Bible for pedophiles. It's a tool that can be read to a child to expose them to pedophilia. It normalizes pedophilia. The reviews on Google even insinuate that it's about pedophilia. Please read it. It's wrong, it's sick, and the world needs to wake up to this and make a stand to protect the children. We need our voices to speak up for them right now." Amen, sister. Amen. Every adult who laughed at this needs to realize they have been tricked and fooled and in fact groomed into normalizing pedophile culture. I don't understand how there's a huge difference, I feel like, between something like this, where you're going to format it like it's a child's book, versus if you're watching something like an adult content humorous movie, which that's great. I find comedy fucking awesome, hilarious, but this is not in a way humor should be distributed, especially if you're insinuating, children, about children, like, going through this and all that, and this is just all around weird and very disturbing at how people are reacting to this in a humorous way. Like, no. Please make your voices heard right now. Right now. Spread this far and wide, and if you believe in protection children and what is sacred on this planet. So I wholeheartedly back this up. I've actually already signed the petition, but I wanted to come on here and just kind of share this with you guys because this is not something that should be open to. I mean, I don't even have kids, but I mean, would you honestly want this in the hands of your kid? Like, would you? I mean, I feel like at a certain point, if you're like older and maybe if you're like a teenager or like an adult and you come across something like this, okay? But like, I don't, even still, that's encouraging, that's encouraging. Like, why would you, I feel like if anyone just came across this is literally like brainwashing to me. This is brainwashing. And bottom line, just sign the petition, get these books banned. They don't need to be in the hands of your kids. You know, they don't need, I'm honestly, I feel like the person who wrote this book, illustrated it, should be freaking ashamed of themselves, to be honest. I really don't post stuff like this, but I feel very strongly about this because, like I said, I have been through some stuff, and I'm pretty sure she knows what she's talking about also. She's been through the same shit. It's not funny. People that have been through this shit, it's not funny. Period. Okay? But anyway, I'm going to, put a link to her page and also a link for you guys to go sign the petition. I hope that you feel as strongly about this as I do, because it's pretty serious. Anything that we can do as a whole to do our best to keep, our children to grow up in such a frickin', basically become the monsters like them before, like, if we can do anything to stop any sort of trauma from happening, I mean, at this point, it's just a never-ending cycle that may never end. But if we can do things to kind of have a stepping stone as to getting rid of things that could cause a little click to go off, any sort of brainwashing, any sort of encouragement of pedophilia, get the fuck out. Like, don't need that. No, thank you. This is something that I feel very passionate about, strongly about. And if you're like me that has been through some shit, I would hope that you would feel the same way I do, but not everyone does. Some people will continue to find this hilarious and be like, whatever. But anyway, that's my take on it. Please share this video and please sign again. And like I said, I'll leave the links below, and please help me, help Crystal, help everyone else that feels strongly about this take action. Get this book banned so that it can't be in the hands of anyone. Alright, see you guys next time. Bye.